Now to that scare in the air for Southwest passengers leaving Burbank tonight. We are learning more about exactly what happened. Flight 1496 took off just before noon today, heading to Las Vegas. But then minutes later, passengers say the plane suddenly started rapidly descending, injuring people. And once it leveled out, it continued on to Las Vegas. NBC4's Macy Jenkins live now with developing details. And Macy, what those poor passengers are saying.
Well, Kathy, a very scary experience. Passengers on board say they felt like they were in a free fall for about 10 seconds, long enough for many of them to think of the worst case scenario. Like you said, that flight, Southwest Airlines flight 1496, took off from Hollywood Burbank Airport around 11:50 this morning. Shortly after takeoff, the FAA says the pilot responded to an alert that another aircraft was in the vicinity. The airport confirming to NBC4 the plane was outside of Burbank's airspace and had entered the Los Angeles Air Route Traffic Control Center airspace. Passenger Brenda Friedman described the scary moments on board. Take a listen.
I guess shortly after that beep that you hear for the 10,000 feet, all of a sudden we took kind of what felt like we were on Top Gun, like a turn and a nosedive quickly is what it seemed. We were sitting towards the front of the plane. And then a couple seconds later, it felt like we did another one, and just everybody on the whole plane was just screaming. We were screaming. I remember looking out of the window and just seeing mountains, like not in the way that you expect to see mountains, but kind of like you're going down. It probably was just within a few minutes that the pilot came on and told us that he had to do some sort of collision maneuver. And I think everybody breathed a sigh of relief when that happened.
The airline released a statement detailing the incident, saying the crew of Southwest Flight 1496 responded to 2 onboard traffic alerts Friday morning while climbing out of Burbank, California, requiring them to climb and descend to comply with the alerts. The flight continued to Las Vegas, where it landed uneventfully. Southwest is engaged with the Federal Aviation Administration to further understand the circumstances. No injuries were immediately reported by customers, but 2 flight attendants are being treated for injuries. Now, Friedman took this video when the plane landed safely in Vegas, and you can hear the passengers applauding the pilot, obviously very relieved. Now, former military and commercial pilot Ron Alvarado is familiar with the Burbank to Vegas route and says aircrafts have to consider traffic from nearby Van Nuys and LAX.
So it's a very congested airspace. So if something is going to happen with air traffic control and a potential conflict of aircraft coming at each other very quickly, it's going to happen within the first minute of departure from Burbank.
Now, the FAA says it is aware of the incident and is investigating. Reporting live from Burbank Airport, Macy Jenkins, NBC4 News.